Hi, this is Ben Ivey, founder of The Entrepreneur Lifestyle. Now, in this video, we're going to be looking into some lifestyle tips for entrepreneurs. Now, these are some of the best golden nuggets that I give our clients, and I think you are going to be really blown away with how valuable some of these pieces of content are. So let's start with the first one. This is business boundaries. What do I mean by business boundaries? As an entrepreneur, you want to make sure that you have got certain boundaries in place so that you have time to relax. I see entrepreneurs that will relax on the weekends, but then they're checking emails, or they're looking at their phone, or they have their business phone with them, or they're getting pinged on, CC'd on emails, right? All these different things. Instead, when I speak about a business boundary, what are some of the things that you could put in place as cutoff, where your mind can actually relax and you can chill out? Examples of these could be 1 day a week, no work. It could be having a cutoff time each day where you say, at this hour, no more work. Fact, done, no matter what's happening. And I say this as 80-20, right? 80% of the time you stick to this, yes, there will be the odd 20% where you have to do things, right? But if you can stick to this 80-90% of the time, trust me, your life will be so much easier and you'll live a great lifestyle, right? Other things to consider on business boundaries. When do you reply to things? When do you receive emails? What are the expectations that your clients have of you? This is really important because if they expect for you to respond on weekends and you don't, then you're going to get an issue there, right? So you want to make sure that you put those boundaries ahead of time to really help you move forward. Now, number two is lifestyle principles. Now, you've got your business boundaries. That's one thing. That's boundaries when you're not working. Lifestyle principles is what do you do in the time that you have, the spare time, right? This could be considering, right, I see my friends at least a few times a month. I want to make sure I do at least one fun hobby every 3 months. I want to make sure that you do what, right? What is it for you? What would be the things that you could have as like an awesome lifestyle principle for yourself? It could be every Sunday I'm going to spend time just by myself. I'm going to plan. I'm going to be able to journal. I want to have those elements in place as a sort of lifestyle principle for yourself to enable you to have that time just for you as an entrepreneur. Now, after lifestyle principles, we look into energy principles. Now, for myself, I call these my energetic beast principles. You're welcome to call them energy principles, up to you. Now, what do I have as part of this? This is everything that must happen in order for me to have so much energy every day that I can just maintain. And I had a client ask me the other day, how do you manage your tasks to your energy? And I used to have to schedule all my client calls in the morning and pretty much just do menial or boring tasks in the afternoon because I just didn't have the energy to do it. Now I can keep going. And the reason that's the case is because I have energy principles in place. So for yourself, think about it. What do you do each week, each month, to enable your energy to stay at a real all-time high, right? And this is something we cover in the Entrepreneur Lifestyle Accelerator, but a few things that I recommend you consider for now, right? Intermittent fasting, great for boosting energy. How much water do you drink in a day? Right, something to consider. How often do you cleanse, right? We all build up toxins, we all have inflammation. Do you have a cleanse every few months? These are just some things to consider as part of your energy principles. But sit down, work out what those principles are, and then choose to stick to them. Once again, 80% of the time is great. You want to have it built in that 20% of the time you chill out. I'm telling you now, if I stuck to just being healthy all the time, I would not be in a relationship, right? My other half is Asian. Evelyn loves to be able to have, all the sort of dumplings, things like that. That's probably not great for my energy, but I have to be able to incorporate that into my lifestyle because otherwise I wouldn't have a relationship, right? So you want to make sure that you have that balance and there are certain ways in which you can intertwine that into those principles. Now, next, the weekly evaluation. Now, in order to be able to move forward as an entrepreneur, you want to make sure that you have a reflection period each week where you can see if you're on track. Now, for me, the weekly evaluation is where you ask yourselves a series of questions that enables you to see, are you off course? What can you do to get back on track? Now, I would start with maybe 3, and this is something that you do every single week. I tell people about this. Some people do it. Those that do, unreal results. I mean, amazing. I've had people tell me this is magic. This is like single-handedly one of the best things for me. I have other people that will tell me, yeah, I didn't do it. I recommend you do this. This is the golden nugget. I'm telling you now, this is so powerful. I really recommend you do this. Think of 3 questions that could help you stay on track. It could be as simple as, what did I do this week to grow the profitability of my business, right? what can I do next week to make sure that I'm even more profitable? Something like that. It could be, what did I do to prioritize my health this week? What did I do next week to make sure it's a priority? It's those simple adjustments that can help you move forward. Number 5 is your daily power. So daily power is something that is an absolute must. And this is what you do each day to set yourself up for success. Right? I don't wake up smiley, ready to go, rocking and rolling, right? As much as you think I wake up and I'm like, nah, no, unfortunately that doesn't happen, right? Instead, it takes some time for me to get into the rhythm, but I do certain things as a routine that helps me get on track. Be it gratitude, be it visualization, affirmations, things to get me in the right emotional state so that I'm ready. I'm obviously very ready. Clearly that word's just being repeated, right? To be able to move myself forward. So when we look at becoming, we'll go ready. Imagine that you have this emotional juice throughout the day, right? And it depletes as you have to deal with different things, decision making, and by the end of the day, you can get quite tired, right? What you want to do in the beginning of the day is to increase this so that you have a higher capacity to deal with everything in the business, right? This is unreal. Make sure that you develop your own daily power to help you move forward. Next, financial freedom progress. Now, what do I mean by this? You want to understand where you are from not just a business standpoint, but from a personal standpoint, how close you are getting to your financial freedom numbers. If you haven't clarified what those are, you want to think about how much money you would have to have saved up to live off the interest of that bulk critical mass. That is something that has been game changing for some of the entrepreneurs that I've worked with, that they know they're only 5 years away from never having to work again. Or they're 20 years and they need to plan, right? There's different things they can think about, but knowing that and building up to it is just unreal. It is amazing to have that clarity and to know I'm on track and to see your trajectory. I think that is game changing for entrepreneurs because money is a very important tool to be able to design your life. If you can build that up, so you're taken care of, suddenly the business becomes a whole different beast, right? It's amazing what happens. Next, you want to make sure that you are being mentored and you get yourself some mentees. Now, let me explain this. You want to get mentors because a mentor is someone who's been there, done that, and can help guide you. And I'm telling you now, some of the best information, resources, knowledge, wisdom that I have gained have been through different mentors who have helped me on my journey. Now, with regards to a mentee standpoint, I also take on mentees and I work with people to give back. And this reinforces everything that I'm doing. It's fantastic to see the impact you can have. And it will just enable you to just understand yourself even more, what you're doing, how you're doing it, and it will help you be a better entrepreneur. Next, you've got to focus on constant growth. As a lifestyle tip here, I want you to be thinking about courses, training, books, learning, but then doing. And this is really important. Knowledge is just potential power. As an entrepreneur, you want to make sure that you are implementing what you learn so that you are staying ahead of the ball, right? You are flying. That is key. So make sure that you not only dive into these courses, training, going to different workshops. I'm constantly evolving. And because of that, my clients see that. They can see that I'm giving them new materials, new things, new insights. And you want to do the same for you so that you can provide your clients, your business, with different strategies, tools, and ways to tackle different problems. Next, you want to have your time management system. Now, if you don't yet, you need a system to manage your time, your personal time, and everyone else in the business. But if you don't have something to manage yourself first, it's going to be pretty difficult, right? How could you have a system that enables you to manage your time very clearly and externalize your mind, right? What I mean by that is to have a system that acts as your mind as opposed to you trying to store everything in here. It's a small distinction, but it's such a big difference to you. If you can have something else that stores all the information that you have to think about, it will be game changing for you. Now, the last thing is about holiday time. Make sure you schedule time for a holiday, to chill out, to relax. And I don't want to spend too much time on this, but you need to chill out. You guys work way too hard. Remember, you work to enjoy life, so make sure you enjoy it. Now, with that said, I hope you enjoyed these lifestyle tips. If you haven't yet, check out the Entrepreneur Lifestyle Accelerator. This is the best way for you to accelerate your business success whilst maintaining a phenomenal lifestyle in the process. All right, I'll speak to you in the next video and see you soon.